get ready to make some homemade macaroni and cheese. First of all, I'm making gluten-free homemade macaroni and cheese. The only difference for the gluten-free is that I'm using different noodles. But if you want to make it regularly, you can just use the plain noodles that you would regularly get, the elbow macaroni ones. But for me, I'm going to be making the gluten-free version. So I chose the Barilla gluten-free elbow macaroni. It has the directions on the side of how long you should cook it recommended, and how you should the texture that you want it to be. So in this pot, I've already filled it up with water, halfway with water. I added salt and I added oil so that the noodles will not stick and it will go ahead and give it flavor. So right now it has already come to a boil, and I'm about to go ahead and add the noodles in. And as I said, I will be adding 3 boxes of noodles, and each box is 12 ounces. After I add the noodles, I always stir them up. So that none will be sticking to the bottom. The suggested time to allow them to boil from the recommendations from this box is 7 minutes. So I will start off with that time frame, and then I will check them to see how I like the texture. So I'm going to set a timer for 7 minutes. Okay, so my timer went off, and I checked the macaroni, and it is to the consistency and the texture that I would like it to be. So I'll give you a look of how I like it. And I am going to drain the macaroni, and then I'm going to put it all into this bowl and start to add my ingredients. What I'll be using are sticks of butter, a 2-pound bag of Colby Jack, shredded Colby and Monterey Jack cheese, and also the mild cheddar, 2-pound shredded mild cheddar cheese. So I will be using both of these bags, plus some butter, and either 2 or 3 eggs. I'll decide that once I add all of the cheese and some of the butter, and I'll know how many eggs that I feel I need to make it all gel together. And I'm also going to be using pepper and salt. And if needed, I will put milk. I'm not sure if I'm going to need it, but I'll see. Alright, so I have all my ingredients out, and I'm about to start mixing it inside of the macaroni, and you'll see what I'm putting in there. Okay, so what I'm doing is just taking small pieces of butter. I'm gonna stick them down in pockets of it, like that. Doesn't have to be anything perfect. Okay, so now that I have everything ready, I have my foil that I'm gonna put on top. But before I put it on top, I like to spray the inside of the foil that will be touching the macaroni, so that the spray will stop the macaroni from sticking to the foil. So I'm gonna cover it. And I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 30 minutes to see how it is. It's on 350, and like I said, everybody's oven cooks differently. It could be faster or slower. So mine cooks faster, so I'm gonna start off with 30 minutes and I'll see how I need to adjust the time. I decided that I'm gonna put it on top of a cookie sheet, and that would make it easier for me to be able to put it inside the oven and take it out. So now that makes it easier to move around. So I'm gonna set my timer for 30 minutes. Okay guys, so my timer has gone off. It's been 30 minutes for the macaroni and cheese, and I'm about to look at it and see if it's ready. So it is the way I want it to be, but I'm gonna put it back in without the foil on top, so that it can get a little brown on top, and I will do that for another 10 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer for 10 minutes. So now I'm about to take out the macaroni and cheese, turn my timer off, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the oven, and it should be done. So as you can see, it's has a little bit more color on top, and it is all gel together, so it's ready to be eaten. I'm gonna let it cool for a little while, but that's how you make baked macaroni and cheese. I hope you guys enjoyed this Cook With Me video, and please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one.